What's going on, guys? This is going to be my comparisons video between the spyderco Tenacious and the Benchmade Pika 2. Just one quick note. The reason why I've been using this camera angle instead of a nicer one, because this is a dirty old workbench, is I broke my tripod, so I have my camera mounted in a vise right now. So, let's get started on the review. First, let's pull out the spyderco Tenacious. Absolutely, this is my favorite knife that I've ever owned. So it shows you kind of where the review is going already. And the Benchmade Pika 2. These are both excellent knives. If I didn't have the Tenacious and I only had the Pika, then I'd be happy, like, oh, cool. If I only had the Tenacious and didn't have the Pika, oh, alright, cool. Because they're basically, to me, the exact same knife. This one is a little bit more expensive, MSRP on this is $54, and the MSRP on this is $40, so $14 more for this. But, and all in all, I paid $30 for this one, and $17 for this one. So, this one is obviously a cheaper knife, but to me they're exactly the same. Only a few differences, besides brand. The spyderco is liner lock, which I like. It's a flat ground blade, which is just one grind all the way up. Let's see. The pocket clip's different. And then it has, which I like the most about this knife, is the G10 handle scales. The G10 handle scales feel great. They don't feel like they're gonna break, and they're really tough. The downside plus the plus side to this is it's got this full liner on the inside that's 1/8 of an inch thick, which it's great. It makes it a tough knife, but it also makes this knife 4 ounces, which is, not too heavy for me, but other people won't like that. The steel is ACR13 MOV. Can't see it on the camera, of course. But this is a great knife. Now this knife, Benchmade Pika 2, is a clip point blade. It's got the spider hole and stuff like that, but the main downside about this knife is that it's a lockback. I don't like lockbacks. They work completely fine. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just personal preference. If you look at it like you want a Benchmade over spyderco, then go with this one. Don't pick the spyderco just because it's a little bit better of a knife. Not by much, just a little bit. You can one-hand it even with the lockback, because the lock's right there up by the blade, which is nice. For example, this Craftsman one, you can open it one hand, but then the lock's all the way on the back, so you kind of got to move your hand and change the whole grip. Back to this knife. This knife, the blade steel is 9 CR13 MOV, which means this blade steel has a little bit better edge retention than this one. But both of these blades, they're soft, so you got, every time you use them, or not necessarily every time, but make it a regular routine to strap blades like this if you have them. The Pika 2 also, I like this style pocket clip, but I like the one on the Tenacious better. Um, Now the handle scales. That's the biggest thing that I dislike about this knife. The handle scales on it are FRN handle scales, which are good. They're strong. I've actually these scales have taken more damage than this one, but they just feel cheap. They're not. But they're they're decent. They're good handles. Don't worry about them. But they just don't. They have that feel like they're cheap. You know, this knife feels cheap to me. I guess is how I can say that. They lightened it up by putting a thin liner in there and drilling holes in it, which also lightens this up. This knife weighs about 2.5 ounces. This one weighs 4. So I mean, this one is much lighter than this one. But this this knife, just because of the lightweight of it, it feels cheap. Both these knives aren't easy deploying. You gotta kind of break them loose. All that little lock right there, and then flick it open. Same thing with the Tenacious. Kind of pop it out of there. I don't know if you can hear that clicking sound, but pop it out of there and flip it open. That's all you really gotta do, except for more. I don't know. It just kind of just gotta flow, like and it's no big deal. I do like the Tenacious better. It's a little bit more expensive, but I definitely like it a lot better. That's just personal preference, though. They're both about the same knife. They'll do the same exact tasks. It's just what you like. If you like lockbacks better than liner locks, then you're definitely 100%, without a doubt, gonna like the Pika 2 better. Now, if you like liner locks and you can't stand lockbacks, you're gonna like the Tenacious better. That's basically the only real difference. The handle scales, one's G10, one's FRN, basically the same. I like G10 better. Pocket clips are all reversible. This one's a little bit stronger of a pocket clip than this one. This one has a better blade steel, a little bit better edge retention, but not by much. Just they're basically no difference. It's not even worth saying, really. Now, handle-wise and comfortability-wise, this knife, it's a comfortable knife, but the thing I like about it is this thumb ramp right here, because the way the blade's designed, and the jimping on it, your finger will not move no matter what. I mean, you could drive this into cement. You'll destroy the blade, but your finger's not moving from this position at all. The jimping on the Pika 2, it works, but I mean, it's better than this, but it's not like the spyderco. I mean, it is possible for your finger to slip on this. That's just how it is. But it's still a great knife. No blade play in either of these knives. They're good quality, good crafted knives. Both these companies, are great craftsmen. But the jimping on the spyderco definitely is 100% better. I mean, it works the way it's supposed to work. Your hand will not move. I guess that's really all I gotta say. Let's put these like this. Pika 2, MSRP of $40. Tenacious, spyderco Tenacious, MSRP of $54. So a little bit more expensive for this one, but also You can still order this direct from Spyderco, which was $54, but you can get it on Amazon or eBay or any other site really for around the $30 range all day long, no problem. This knife is around the $25 to $30 range on Amazon and all those other sites, but I found it on Cabela's because they're trying to get rid of them because they don't make them anymore. You can't order this for $40 from Benchmade anymore, but it's going to be around $20–$25 unless you go to Cabela's, which I don't know if the sale's up or not yet, but I got it for $17. So a great deal. This knife is more of a deal than this knife, but I like this one better since I have them both. If I could only afford one of these knives, I'd go with the Benchmade Pika 2, but I do like the Spyderco better. That's about it. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like my videos, subscribe, or not, whatever. Thanks for watching.